Welcome to Mike Cooley Radio. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. What's good, everybody? I hope everybody's having a blessed day. And like I always say, stay sucker free. That's right, stay sucker free from all these haters, because haters is gonna hate. So let them hate. All right? All right. Please download Mike Cooley Radio. That's right. Download Mike Cooley Radio. Comment. Please comment on Mike Cooley Radio. Please like Mike Cooley Radio. Follow me. Okay? Follow me on all social media networks. All right? From Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Just type my name. MikeKooly. If you're looking for my music page, then you go to Mike Cooley Official. That's right, Mike Cooley Official. Just type my name in and I will pop up. All right. Also, follow me on all digital platforms when it comes to Mike Cooley Radio. All right. iHeartRadio, Spotify, Podbean, definitely Podbean. Please follow me on Podbean. Also, follow me on all things across the globe. I'm going to keep saying that because I want you guys to follow, because I need you guys to follow, to support what I'm doing, because when you guys support, it motivates me to keep doing what I'm doing, all right? Now, this segment here is very, very, very interesting. It's about Diddy. Yes, we're going to talk about Diddy. Yeah, Diddy's still locked up. Diddy is still locked up. But he's trying to get a third time. He's trying to get to bail out. He's trying to bail for the third time, and I don't think they gave it to him. All right, so I guess his trial is going to be somewhere in May. His family went to court to see him, and let's see what people are saying. So I'm going to let you hear a little bit of this real quickly, and I'll get back to you about his trial and what's going on with Diddy. All right, so give me a second here. Here we go.
Developing at 5, music mogul Sean Diddy Combs back inside a federal courtroom here in New York.
All right, a trial date's now been set for May 5th of next year. Lisa Evers live in Lower Manhattan with the very latest today. Lisa.
Well, Stephen, Natasha, this was Sean Diddy Combs' third time in the courthouse you see right behind me. His first time before a new judge. They did handle these calendar matters and also set that May 5th, 2025 date for the trial to begin. But what was most striking was that his mother, Janice Combs, who's been with him his whole life, flew up from Florida to be with him, as did most of his children, in a show of support. Sean Combs' son, Christian, known professionally as King Combs, held his grandmother's hand as they left the courthouse with his other siblings.
We want to hear from you. Anything you want to say at this point.
Judge Arun Subramanian acknowledged that his mother, Janice Combs, came from Florida for her son, and that his kids also traveled to be in the same courtroom with him. Combs' attorney, Anthony Rico, sat by his side throughout the proceeding. He's handling the appeal of his bail denial, which is a separate case in the appeals court.
He's making an adjustment. He had his family here today to support him. We really want to put an end to all of the clowning that we see on the internet. This is a serious proceeding with serious consequences.
The judge set a trial date of May 5th, 2025. The lead federal prosecutor took issue with Combs' attorney, Mark Agnifilos's extensive comments in a TMZ documentary, alleging the government was guilty of racial bias and targeting Combs. Agnifilo complained about government leaks to the media. The result was a mutual gag order.
I made a request for the judge to issue what we call the gag order, and the judge is going to issue it on a reciprocal basis. So I'm not going to say anything that I didn't say in my papers and in court.
Women's rights attorney Gloria Allred represents some of the accusers of Combs in civil cases and spoke outside the court.
It's challenging because for many of them, remembering what they allege he did to them is triggering and traumatizing.
Now, a date of December 18th was set for the next status conference. For now, Combs is back at MDC. He's been denied bail twice. His last hope of getting out before that May 2025 trial date beginning is for the appeals court to reverse the bail denial, and that could happen anytime within the next couple of weeks. We're live here in front of the courthouse. Let's check in with Teresa Priolo. She's been outside most of the day here. Teresa, what was it like out here?
There were so many people out here, Lisa. As you know, you were out here as well. P. Diddy is an international superstar, and so you have to imagine that this is a case that is bringing people from all over the world. We've seen local media here, national media, and yes, international media too, with also a huge showing among entertainment journalists. But we also saw today a lot of citizen journalists that were out here as well. People who grew up on Diddy's music, whose albums were the soundtrack of their lives, and they told me that they feel like they needed to come down here and to just catch a glimpse of it all. Of course, we know that Diddy remains behind bars at MDC, but that's not stopping the crowds or the interest in this case.
I'm studying forensic sciences, so, and my big thing is women and children, to protect women and children. So when I heard all of this going down, it was, just the hair on my back just went up.
If he's doing things like this, he needs to be in jail. There's nothing. Diddy needs to go to jail if this is what he's about.
So you might be wondering how the crowds that we saw out here today compared to other high-profile trials like Ghislaine Maxwell, maybe Harvey Weinstein, even Donald Trump. I can tell you, at least from what I saw out here today, this is nothing like what we saw with Donald Trump. But Lisa, I would imagine that as this trial gets closer to its date of May 5th, that we might be seeing some of the crowds like we saw with Ghislaine Maxwell, people lining up really early in the morning, getting their tickets, trying to get inside.
No, Teresa, definitely. This is very early in the whole process. I mean, they just set the trial date today of May 25th, and I think it's going to draw more and more people as we go forward. In fact, the next court date here is December 18th. That will be for the next status conference. But there's a lot of other issues that they have to consider as well in terms of the evidence. The judge gave them until December 31st to deal with all the discovery of the evidence. That means both sides have to have the access to all of the evidence that they have, which is many dozens of terabytes from more than 90 telephones and electronic devices they confiscated during those raids. And then the other thing that was significant about today, too, Teresa, was that the prosecutor said in no uncertain terms and quite emphatically, because everything else she was very even-tempered, she said, make no mistake about it, this investigation is still ongoing and we expect to have a superseding indictment, meaning more charges against Diddy. That's the latest here from federal court. Back to you in the studio.
So y'all heard it right there, right? So we see that there's some people are in trouble. Trouble. Yeah, some people are in trouble because I think there are going to be more indictments. Yeah, I think there's going to be more people involved. I think they got more people, and they're just trying to see if they can make a case out of it. This is about to get very, very, very interesting. And Diddy clearly is going to go try to bail out for the third time. And he might get bail. They might give him bail this time. I know people are going to look at me shocked. How are you going to get bail? He didn't give it to him 2 times. They might give him bail depending on what the lawyers have to present. He has new lawyers now. And so maybe they have something to present for him to be out. The reason why they don't want him out because he's a flight risk. And also he's been tampering with evidence, tampering with evidence, calling people up and trying to have them not testify against him. And the feds don't want him messing with their witnesses or making them feel threatened because he's out. So it's easier to keep him in. And so people could feel more comfortable to come out against him. So we want to see what happens, all right? But that's all I have to say. This is Mike Cooley Radio, and I'm out.